Welcome to today's session. It's a webinar on the SMEs accessing the Africa market. My name is James Kuria. I work at KEPSA. So I'll be moderating today's session. Our session today, as you can see on the screen, is connecting Kenyan businesses to the African market. Our guest today is Mr. Hasnain Nurani, who is the founder and managing director of Pride Group, which consists of 8 companies, including Pride Hotels and Resorts. Hasnain is always up to the challenge of identifying and fulfilling gaps in the market. In just 8 years, he has made and established individually run profitable companies. Some of the companies include Pride Drive, Educa, Pride Fuels, Cake City Kenya, Pride Conference Center, Drinks Factory, Shawarma Express business, among others. So it is my wish to welcome our great speaker for today, Mr. Hasnain Nurani. You're welcome. Over to you. Can you tell us and the businesses here how we can transform to the African market using digital technology? Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, James. I appreciate that. Good morning to everyone. Just like James introduced, my name is Hasnain Nurani, and I am the Group Managing Director of the Pride Group. Under the Pride Group, we have several businesses. One of our largest businesses is the Pride Hotels and Resorts. And under the Pride Hotels and Resorts, we have a total of 8 hotels in Nairobi and Mombasa. Pride Hotels and Resorts only started in 2011 with the first hotel being of 28 rooms. And over time, we have grown from 1 hotel to 8 hotels with over 750 rooms and conference capacities of over 5,000 people. Over and above, between 2011 and 2022, we have established several other companies like Pride Drive. We have the Pride Drive is our car rental, staff transport and leasing company. We have Pride Fuels, that's to do with fuels, oils and lubricants. We have Glory Safaris, that's our safari business. Then we have Cake City, that's everything to do with cakes. And we have a company called Westlands Banquet Center, anything to do with banquets. And then our latest baby and our newest baby is Educa.com. So first, let me start by thanking the KEPSA Ajira digital team for creating such a platform of knowledge sharing and being able to educate ourselves. This is great, so it's highly appreciated. Now, as I'm talking today, I would really like this session to be a very interactive session. So that's exactly how we'll get to learn from each other and get to understand each other. So today, the main topic that we're discussing about is really to connect our Kenyan businesses to the African market. Quite an important topic, and the fact that we have over 200 attendees on this webinar, which is very great, because, and I would say congratulations to you all, because which simply means the fact that you're here today to learn about this means that you're very dedicated to growing your business and to growing and into tapping into new businesses and into the African market. Now, let us start by one thing here first. Generally, whenever I'm doing any of my businesses, having established the 7 or 8 businesses which are running profitably, I've also had my share of failures, and two or three major failures that I've had in my businesses where I've lost quite some large amounts of money. And it is during that time that I was trying to really understand what exactly it is that is the main secrets to ensuring that we have business growth continuously. What are the do's and the don'ts? Things that I did wrong personally within those businesses that failed, and got to learn quite a bit. And this was all during the pandemic, when I really got the time to really sit and to think. So one of the key factors of achieving this, there is a key factor of achieving success in and growth in business. The fact that we all want to tap into the African market means that we are looking at growing our businesses. Now, let me ask you guys all, there is a word that we all use commonly, which is known as CV. What do you understand by CV? All right, I would like you all to please reply and respond on the chat. What do you understand when I say CV? You know, for you to be able to grow your business, you need to have good CV. What do you understand by CV? I'll allow you guys 1 or 2 minutes to be able to just type in chat and be able to tell me. I want to understand what exactly is CV. Okay, so we can see people have responded: track record, company profile, curriculum vitae, we have profiles, business background, positioning, who you are, business profile. Great, thank you very much, everyone. So I will tell you one thing. One of the key factors of achieving success in business and achieving growth, and if you're looking at into growing into the African market, the word is CV. Now, I will teach you a different definition of CV. CV simply means in the business world, it's communication and visibility. To be able to grow your business, you must ensure that you are able to communicate. How do you communicate? One of the key things of growth, of achieving growth in business, is making sure that you're meeting as many people as possible, having your business cards. A lot of times I see that people shy out from even carrying their business cards. Whenever you're going for any personal functions, any business events, ensuring that you're having your business cards and that you are talking about your business, you're communicating about your business, making sure that you are going to those events where you'll be able to meet your clients. And when you're able to, and when you get there, you must have your business cards, and that way you're able to talk about your business. But one more thing also is visibility. So that was the communication part of it. The second part is visibility. Now, remember, in visibility for business, you must make sure that when you're looking at visibility, you must make sure that obviously we all know that having your own social media pages like on Facebook, on Instagram, those are very important. Making sure that you are branded at all times, making sure that your branding is done well. That is the visibility part of it. But remember one thing. Social media sites on its own is not enough. A lot of people assume that once you have created your Instagram business page or you have created your Facebook business page, that is adequate enough. But I can assure you one thing, and I can promise you one thing. One of the most crucial elements of achieving success in terms of growth, and if you're looking at growing your business into tapping into the African market, into the Kenyan market, into even the global market, is ensuring that you have which is very crucial, which is having a dynamic and a very active website. In fact, there's a quote from Bill Gates that says, if your business is not on the internet, then your business will be out of business. So what does it mean by making sure that your business is on the internet? Is making sure that you have an active and a running website. Now, during the pandemic, a lot of times, especially in the year 2020, when businesses were being forced to close, it was a wake-up call for a lot of people, because everyone went on to doing business online. People started marketing because people could not get out of their homes. Everyone was working from home, which means that a lot of people who had the presence, who had the physical presence, they now had no longer walk-ins, which means that they could not. You could not have a full visibility in terms of your business. So a lot of businesses had to incorporate the online methods of delivering products and services, and I'm sure you all experienced that. One of the benefits of digitization is, one, it reduces costs, and it reduces the reliance on manpower also, and in terms of automates the business processes. So it was during COVID that you see a lot of people realize the importance of having an online presence. I'll give you a couple of examples. Within my own businesses, one of our businesses is the Pride in Hotels and Resorts. Now, within the Pride in Hotels and Resorts, yes, we have our physical presence of our various hotels. We have our call center. We do our marketing through our Facebook and social media. But over and above that, we realize as Pride in Hotels and Resorts, if you are to grow our businesses and to maximize our revenues, it was important to have an online presence in various platforms as possible. Today, we have a presence on Booking.com, Agoda, Expedia, Trivago, and there's various other online sites that we've made sure that we are present. Because, like I said, the key element of success is making sure that you are visible in every possible platform. You cannot achieve growth if you believe that you can be able to have your physical presence, and if you think that you are going to have, and if you think that you're going to rely on those walk-in or from people that you know. All right. These days, a lot of business is being done online, and this was realized during the pandemic. Also in terms of one of my other companies, Cake City, where we do specifically all kinds of cakes. Cake City is one of our companies under the Pride Group, and it was during the pandemic when even restaurants were being forced to close. A lot of shops were being forced to close. But we, as a team, we started getting worried as to how are we going to continue with our business. At the moment with Cake City, we produce a large amount of cakes on a day-to-day basis, and cakes have become a necessity these days. And immediately we decided that we are going to create our online presence, and we revamped our website very quickly and started marketing through our online presence and through our virtual shops. And I can assure you that we were in for a big surprise when we created our online presence and we started marketing our online presence. If at all, within the first 3 months itself, the moment we started doing a lot of home deliveries, and people started visiting our virtual shop, which is our website, because we created our online presence. And you would actually be surprised the kind of revenues we started targeting within our online, which it was a whole new level of business. And the moment we managed to reopen our businesses again, and the moment things started getting back into normal, we now not only have people who are visiting our shops because of our physical presence within our cake city, all right? We were also having a huge level of business that was coming from our online website. And during that time, it's what really taught us in terms of how important having your online presence is all about. Today, even if you look at M-Pesa, Safaricom is a huge organization on its own. However, even Safaricom's M-Pesa was the first ever solution for making financial transactions online. As you can see, so that M-Pesa started off a couple of years ago, and look at how it has really grown to be what it is today. M-Pesa is now global and is the largest revenue generator for the company. Again, Safaricom could have easily relied on the internet revenues, could have easily relied on the cold revenues, but they also decided to take their business online, especially when it came to financial transactions. And we all know how M-Pesa has become important in our day-to-day transactions. These are some of the examples. Today, if you look at the Carrefour supermarket, they also introduced the online ordering process from the physical branches. And you can know that these guys have a large physical presence. But despite having large physical presence, they have also tapped into this online ordering process where they also deliver to your home. Businesses like Kingsway Tires, Auto Express, all right? You can also see that these guys have also gone into the online ordering process. So this is very clear. If you're looking at growing your business, if you're looking at tapping into the African market, having as much online presence as possible is very important if you're looking at tapping. Now, this is the one factor that ensures that you are able to achieve the growth and the success and the visibility. And really, if you ask yourself, supposedly you are operating within the country, within Nairobi, and you're only dependent upon your physical presence. If you have customers who are within the African markets, how do you think they would actually get to know that this is what you do if you don't have an online presence? So again, I've given you some particular examples. So if you look at it today, we have several businesses. If you look at home-based businesses, the current position, we have various home-based businesses, people who do things on freelancing. We have those SMEs, medium enterprises, MSMEs, and the Jokali sector also. And there's various large businesses. Again, if you look at it, this combination, we're all as major employers within this country. And in fact, if I look at, I've actually had the opportunity of visiting some new entrepreneurs and people who have small businesses or are just starting out on businesses. And we have some of the most amazing creative products. And Kenyans are very creative, Kenyans are very enterprising. They have amazing creative products, and the products are cost effective and cheaper. The challenge that a lot of businesses have is, one, some of us lack knowledge on terms of business growth. Two is a lot of us don't have online presence. We rely on referrals and walk-in business. You might have established a shop in one of the locations, and then you're only waiting for people who are going to walk in and people who are going to come in. A lot of the small businesses don't have manpower. I know this is one of those things, when you're starting a business, a lot of times it's the owner of the business or the entrepreneur of the business who does everything. Even with my businesses, when I first started off, I would be the marketing manager, I would be the stores manager, I would be the sales manager, I would do the accounts myself. All right, because you're looking at saving costs, you're looking at ensuring that you're reducing your costs as much as possible. So it is the entrepreneur who really works from morning till evening to ensure that he does everything. And a lot of those businesses that are starting up generally don't have big marketing budgets. These businesses have amazing products, but we have limited online presence. Now, even if you look at our online presence, we have a lot of companies, a lot of you guys who have websites. In fact, in one of the polls, I saw that a lot of you guys have websites. So the people who have there's two categories of companies. There's the one category that have websites, and then there's a second category that doesn't have websites. So let's look at those who have websites. Yes, you could be having a website, but the question is your website updated? All right, you could be having a static and not an updated website. Secondly is, yes, you have your website that is up and running, but you really don't have the technical knowledge of how to operate that website, because a website is only as good as how well it is, how dynamic it is, how updated it is. And that's how you get the visibility. So yes, some of you might say that we have a website, but the question is when was the last it was updated? And a lot of times we've seen that one of the limitations in the poll that I saw was that it was the issue to do with financial constraints when it comes to having an online presence. So it's time consuming, expensive to maintain, and maybe not connected to updated to all those updated things that are happening at the moment. For those of you who don't have a website, we all know that the process of actually creating a website is very long and time consuming. First, you need to get a domain name and then you need to host it. You need to get a designer. You could actually take up to 5 months to create a website. Sometimes, depending on the kind of website that you create, it can cost you up to 200,000. And for a lot of those startup businesses and those SMEs, and for those especially home-based businesses, for you to actually create a website, it can cost up to 200,000, and we wouldn't have those budgets. Secondly, you might create a website, your quality assurance is not guaranteed. The quality assurance is not guaranteed. So yes, you could create a website, but is it effective? And then once you have created a website, then the cost of maintaining it, the cost of updating it, you might be having new products and you want to update it. So every time you want to update it, you would still need a designer. So these are some of those challenges of the website. And today, if you look at it, which is one of the main topics that we're talking about, is the buyer problem. Today, let's say, even if you're looking at connecting to the African market and those African market, and I know there's a lot of push within the African governments into creating a single, into eliminating tariffs and non-tariff barriers among the 54 countries to provide a single market for goods and services. But think about it today. Let's say you have some of the most amazing and creative products, and there's a buyer, or there's a big buyer from Africa, from one of the African countries who's looking at purchasing a particular kind of product. If you don't have your online presence, how else do you think that that buyer is going to locate you? Buyers and today purchasers are too busy to get to shops. People don't have the time. People want to get things done online at the same immediately. So what happens is a lot of businesses who are looking at purchasing products and services, they end up relying on the same sellers due to lack of knowledge. Again, those big companies and the big boys have huge marketing budgets, and therefore they can ensure that they have created their online presence. But for a lot of those small startup businesses and those growing businesses, sometimes don't have the knowledge, don't have the capacity and don't have the budget to be able to create the online presence. But what happens is the buyers end up going to the same people. So what we realize is that at the moment, there's a big particular challenge, is especially for the SMEs and for the startup businesses, is that they are not able to get online at a quick rate. So what exactly is the immediate solution if you are looking at growing your business, or if you're looking at tapping into the African markets? The immediate solution is having an online presence like today itself, because unless and until you don't have an online presence, it does restrict. The moment you have an online presence, you have unlimited growth, you have visibility within the African markets, your business starts growing. That means you start offering more employment, which is beneficial for the country. And the moment you have a solution where you can be able to create an online presence, means simply that you'll have more entrepreneurs. People will be more able to start creating creative products in terms of better infrastructure, and the fact that because of huge employment, because of better employment, you end up seeing it benefits the country in terms of less crime and better standards of living. Now, based on these examples that I have given you, all right, you can already see how important it is to have an online presence and to have an updated and an updated website, which is very actively running, which is very modern, which is advancing with the current trends of online visibility. Statistics show that 93% of all online interactions start on search engines. And think about it today, if you're looking for a specific product, the first thing you'll go is to Google, and you'd start searching on Google as to this is what I'm looking for within this particular country. But now if people go into Google, you don't have an online presence, bingo, you have lost out on that business. 81% of the customers research things online before they buy them. 84% of today's consumers think of a website, and it makes your business more credible. So again, by just having a Facebook and Instagram business page does not ensure that you are credible. But when you have a website, it is definitely gives your business a credibility. Now, if you look at the concept of Amazon, and if you look at the concept of Alibaba, all right, Amazon.com has really given a platform to a lot of businesses within the US and maybe outside of the US to be able to sell their products globally. They have given a lot of those SMEs and medium enterprises and home-based businesses accessibility and online visibility. And it is those retailers on Amazon that have really benefited out of that visibility. Likewise, if you look at Alibaba.com, Alibaba.com has actually made businesses to connect with manufacturers. In fact, the concept of Alibaba was that they were looking at how they could connect those factories, those small, medium-sized factories to the world, and to be able to sell to wholesale, to be able to sell them into suppliers globally. And this, you can easily see that with this Alibaba's concept, it has really benefited those suppliers and those traders, because what happened is a lot of people who registered on Alibaba, a lot of the small factories in the initial stages who registered, small factories and businesses that registered on Alibaba got a huge visibility, because Alibaba even had huge budgets to be able to promote themselves. And therefore, today, anyone who wants to go to China, the first thing they do is they go into Alibaba's website and they start looking for supplies from that. This is what gives them the visibility. So you can see how, you can see how those various retailers within the Alibaba, who have registered their businesses within Alibaba and Amazon. Today, we know people who are seated at home and who make huge business gains out of Amazon using the various models, because they're able to sell. And Amazon has huge numbers of people that come into their website who are looking at searching for things. So this is how Amazon and Alibaba have really helped those retailers around the world. So this is the kind of business revolution that we are seeing. And this is the secrets to ensuring that companies are getting the visibility not only to the African markets, but also to the global markets itself. So ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly where we looked at it. And it was during this COVID, we realized that in Kenya, we really don't have a single particular platform that would actually be able to showcase the various brilliant SMEs and the creative SMEs and the medium-based businesses to be able to have the visibility online. So one of the biggest challenges that we have as Kenya at the moment is that we don't have a single particular platform that has managed to be able to bring in all these various small-based businesses into one particular platform to ensure that we have given them the maximum visibility. And this is how, during this COVID time, when we looked at what exactly was the solution, why do we have these challenges at the moment? And this is how we created Educa.com. Now, Educa.com is literally a hybrid of Amazon and Alibaba, which ensures that we're able to give a platform to create visibility for all our various businesses and for all our various enterprises. So Educa.com is connecting buyers and sellers. So what exactly is Educa.com? So Educa.com is a virtual mall. Educa.com is a virtual mall. All the sellers of all products and services can sell to customers in Kenya. And with Educa.com, we can literally register yourself and create an online presence within 15 minutes, which is one of those things that I will be able to showcase you. Why should you as a company register on Educa.com? I will give you some of the benefits of Educa.com. Now, having an Educa website, why are you having an Educa? So Educa gives you a solution of being able to create yourself a website within a span of 15 minutes, and therefore giving you an online visibility immediately. Now, when you register a website on Educa, one, it's cheaper to host, design, and maintain, fast, easy, and user-friendly. No technical knowledge is required. You're able to receive direct inquiries to your WhatsApp. So like I mentioned, when you have even your own website, there's quite a bit of challenges making sure that it is updated at all times. Now, Educa gives you that opportunity to ensuring that you're able to create your website and create your online presence within 15 minutes, and you don't require any technical knowledge. You're able to receive direct inquiries to your WhatsApp. You have a security and trust seal, which it creates on online presence. You have your personalized domain, easily shareable e-catalog on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and on emails also. Educa.com also does the search engine optimization of your website at zero cost. And it's a personalized, you also have your own personalized dashboard with page and product analytics. Today, if you look at Educa.com, we have a total of 147,000 people who visit Educa.com, who have visited Educa.com in the month of February itself. Educa.com is marketed heavily on Google, social media, and other activities such as radio, such as the radio stations, billboards, and more. On Educa, your business gains more visibility from the massive daily website traffic. Now, remember what happens is, like I mentioned before, when you have a business that you are running, you are looking at having an updated website. I've already showcased to you how important it is to having website and having an online presence. But having an online presence means that you have to have a good running website. I also demonstrated to you that you could be having, like in our Pride in Hotels, like within our Pride in Hotels and Resorts, that every time that we manage to we ensure that as a company that we are always at the forefront of having as much online visibility through the various online booking platforms. So this is where Educa comes in. Yes, you could be having a website, or maybe you're not having a website. So in that case scenario, by registering your business on the Educa platform, you're able to create even more visibility. Educa has actually created a platform which enables you to create your business within 15 minutes, and Educa markets on your behalf, does the SEO, and the cost of maintenance is very low. And what's a difference between the Educa website and the normal website? One is when you have your Educa website, you can actually add products with ease on educa.com. Educa frequently introduces new features to benefit sellers, which means that you don't have to worry about all those elements of the modern technology and the modern trends that websites have to be on. And one of the biggest benefits, like I said, that Educa offers, which is what I said, is in terms of it connects to your WhatsApp directly. And again, one of the key things that we also know about having websites is making sure that you have your analytics. A lot of times we have our websites, but do you ever check on which particular pages that your customers are visiting, or your potential customers could be visiting? Which are the pages, or which are the products that your business could be selling more? Where does the interest lie? Making sure that you have that sort of data. We all know how data is important these days. And to be able to have data where people are able to understand which product of yours has a bigger demand is what can allow you to make the right decisions. So with educa.com, you also have a particular website. You also have your own product and page analytics, where you're able to see the number of people that visit your website daily. You're able to see products that have the most impressions, and you're able to definitely make smarter business decisions with these analytics. So this is what educa.com offers. Now, this is exactly where I would want to show you a live demonstration of how educa.com is, like I said initially, educa.com is a combination of Alibaba and Amazon, allowing people, because we realized that there was no particular solution that could showcase all the Kenyan businesses under one particular platform, such that tomorrow when I know we have organizations that are really pushing for ensuring that business across Africa is done without any barriers. So what happens is, if you don't have an online presence, there is no way you are going to be able to tap into these huge African markets. And having an online presence means that you'll be able to tap. Now, what happens is with educa.com, once you register your business on educa.com, which is the hybrid of Amazon and Alibaba, what it does is that Educa would then start really marketing on your behalf to ensuring that we're able to create. So if any African businesses are looking to purchase in Kenya, one of the key things that we are promoting is just Educa. They'll be able to source suppliers and source sellers from Kenya by using educa.com. Now, educa.com, we have some very affordable packages. I can assure you, you can actually create your online presence. You can actually create your website at a cost of 199 shillings per month. And this is what educa.com offers you. And like I said, it gives you don't really need the technical knowledge. At this point in time, I would now be able to, I'll show you a live demonstration as to how we are going to create a website within 15 minutes and create an online presence for our business within 15 minutes. So this is what Educa website looks like. So supposedly, I will show you a typical example of what a website looks like. And we have our company, and even with Cake City, as much as we have our own website, we have also created the online presence using Educa. So today, let's say example, if I'm looking at Cake City, look at how clean and neat it looks. So this is anything. So anyone types on educa.com on any particular product, it will immediately list out all the various suppliers that are available. But not only that, even today, once you have listed your business on educa.com and you have registered your business, you have listed down your products, if someone goes onto Google to be able to search for a particular business, educa.com has some expert SEO professionals who do the search engine optimization to ensure even if someone does search on Google, your business will pop up on the Google listing also, which will encourage them to come and visit your educa.com webpage. So I will give you a typical example of what the webpage looks like of Cake City. So you can see this is Cake City's webpage, very simple, very easy to understand. It actually shows you where the location is. You're able to look at create your own various collections, which is your own various product collections. So you can see this is the Cake City website, and you can see how neat and clean this website looks in terms of showcasing your particular products. Now, like I mentioned, with this particular, with educas.com's website, one of the easiest things that comes in is that it's a very WhatsApp friendly website. Okay, look at how neat and clean the products have been laid out with all the various prices and with all the various details. So supposedly if someone is looking at, let's say if you're looking at this graduation cake, once you click on this graduation cake, it simply goes in to show you one layer rectangular shaped graduation buttercream. It gives you the product description. It gives you what to expect. Now, I had mentioned that with educa.com, we have actually given you a platform where you can be able to create your website, and it's a WhatsApp friendly website. So supposedly today, someone has seen your product like this and he wants to WhatsApp the seller, and he wants to WhatsApp you directly without having to capture your number. He comes and simply clicks on WhatsApp seller, and it will continue to WhatsApp, and it will get to WhatsApp, and bingo, he is going to connect to you directly. So you can see, hello, I'd like to inquire about your product. It goes to your WhatsApp and it goes to the seller. It comes, this is how it comes to you. Hello, I'd like to inquire about your particular product. All right, so that's how it moves, and that's how it moves. So now I will actually take you through in terms of registering. We are going to register a fresh website right now. I want you to monitor the timing and see that we are going to literally take 15 minutes, all right, to be able to register a website. So I will come in first into the seller's guide. All right, so let's say you have a business on, you are a seller and you're looking at selling your business. We have several packages. So we just come in to create your website. You have something known as a Educa plan. Now, like I mentioned, we have 4 different packages where you can actually create a website. One is at a cost of $199 per month. You can actually create a website at a cost of 200 shillings per month, which allows you to list up to 15 products. We have the silver package, which is at $999 per month. We have the gold package, which is at the best value, which is at 3,000 shillings a month. So what happens is this gives you an immediate online visibility. And please don't get me wrong when I say that, you know, it's always to be able to create maximum online visibility. You could be having your website, which is absolutely fine. That doesn't stop you from even creating more online visibility, all right, with the educa.com, because what that does is whenever anyone comes in, whenever any particular buyer is looking to search for a product and he types in, maybe educa.com could be able to give you a better SEO and therefore gives you a better visibility in comparison to your website. The point is, I like the way as Pride-in, we have experienced within the Pride-in, we are able to tap into the global markets. Why? Because we have ensured that we have maximum visibility with the various online platforms, which is one of the key secrets to tapping into the global markets, to tap into the African markets. So again, if I'm looking at the basic package, which is at 199 shillings a month, right? We also have the quarterly packages, the biannually packages, and then the annual packages. But supposedly you want to create an immediate online presence, all right? We have this basic, which is known as 199 a month. You have up to 15 products. You're able to get your company name listing, your dedicated profile page, your email for inquiries. With the silver, you're able to list up to 50 products. With the gold, you're able to list unlimited products. And one of the key things that we have come about is, which is known as the Trust Seal Certificate. Trust Seal Certificate is where we'll have a team from educa.com who would come and visit your businesses, because we know today with the online businesses, a lot of people are worried in terms of buying things from sellers who are looking at conning people. So one of the key things that Educa does is they come and visit you, they come and verify you, and then they give you a trust seal. So whenever any buyer is looking for you, the fact that educa.com has verified you, has given you a trust seal, they have the assurance that you are a genuine seller. So right now we'll be looking at registering a particular website, and we will do it in 15 minutes. The time now is 10:18. All right, so I will go ahead to subscribe. All right, I will use my own numbers to show you. So I will look at 072. Actually, we'll use one of my colleagues' numbers. So we'll use the starting is 0701 464 666. So this is how it is. And the moment you do this, we send an OTP. And you can imagine, and you can see that the reason why we do this send OTP is because we want to verify it's your number. You have the terms and conditions. Once you accept the terms and conditions, and you're able to proceed to registrations. I will show you example now. If I want to create a particular company name, so let's say I would create James. I would use your name for this, James Shoe Shop. Let's say you are selling, you're a shoe company and you're looking at being let's say you're a shoe company and you sell shoes. All right, this is where you can be able to actually enter your KRA PIN or either your national ID. So we'll go about saying that, let's say if I put in a national ID number, I will just use this one in the meantime, and then I will put here example James, and I will put the last name as Courier. All right, and then I will put an email address. I will just put one of my own email addresses. All right, I will use my email addresses as, I just put this email address as, okay, the number is there for purpose of example. I will just put a password as 1234562345678. And now this location is Google enabled. So let's say I would say right now I'm sitting at Pride in Azure. So I would just say Pride in Azure. That's my location. The location is the place is known as Azure. Let's say Azure Towers. And apartment number is 25A, and you're able to put in the particular location that you are based in. So example, let's say you're selling your business you're selling your products out of Nairobi, or your business is located in Nairobi. I got the OTP verification code. The moment you put in your number, you get the OTP verification code, which is 2570. And you're able to quickly just click and register. And it gets to this monthly package. All right, so it just asks you, so you see this is a 199. Now I'll be able to put my M-Pesa mobile number, 0701 464 666. And this is how we'll just do M-Pesa Pay. Now what happens the moment you put an M-Pesa Pay, it gives you a notification straight. Hi, James Korea, an M-Pesa payment prompt has been sent to your phone. You put in your M-Pesa details and that's it. And now you're able to log in. So now once you log in, this is now the process of creating your website. So I will put in my email again, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there you go. Now you've actually registered your business. Now you can see this is your, like we said with educa.com, you actually have a platform where you're able to get your page and product analytics. Now remember, this is all in the aim of ensuring that you are having maximum. You can see how beautiful this page looks. It will tell you the registered products, the number of email contact, the number of times people have contacted you on email, the number of times people have sent you on WhatsApp. On WhatsApps, you're able to see your numbers of orders processed. So this is how it gives you those charts and your graphs itself. I will also show you. So now let's see if you're looking at adding some products, you simply come in quickly here and you're able to create add a product. Now it's a very simple, easy form. I have got some couple of pictures of, so I'll just browse directly and then I will go to look at example. This is a particular shoe that we are selling itself. Now, once that is done, you're able to simply submit your product details and it comes in this. The moment you submit your product details, we have a team on site that is going to first approve to ensure that you've put the right product descriptions. We want to avoid nudity content. We want to avoid any abusive content. And that way, that's why our teams have to approve it. But this is a very quick process. Now, this is a process of being able to create an online presence, to be able to create your online visibility, because we have a team of professionals within Educa who are continuously working on SEO to ensure that you get the visibility on all the various search engines. I will add in a third product and then we will now get to, I will show you how fast we have been able to upload. So we'll add in the third product, which is this, maybe these shoes here. Now there you go, our 3 products have been uploaded. You could be having 10 products, you could be having 15 products, you could be having 20 products, and that's how you list your each and every single product. Now remember, like I said, it's a virtual mall. So literally look at it this way, apart from giving you online presence, we are literally giving you a shop front that is working for you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, which people really don't have to come to your shop. Yes, nothing stops you from having a physical presence, which is going to target and attract people who are the walk-ins. But this particular shop front gives you the opportunity to be able to have people who are not going to visit your place, who are able to come in directly. Okay, so now I will come back again to the products that we have listed. Okay, so you can see everything has been passed. Now I'll show you something here. You can be able to literally look at the product overview. It will show you how many products how many people have visited the product, the exclusive inquiries that you have had. And you can say so that you can look at, see, this is the product, this is your product that you're selling, the category allocation, the price, the availability, the company name. It's called James Shoe Shop. Okay, and whatever the name, and then you're also listing the details. Now let's look at what, and remember, when I come to the company profile, I'm able to add a company profile. So you see the company name is James Shoe Shop. It's an individual entity, or whether it's a business entity. You have your postal address, and you're able to put all these details, and your location is Google enabled. Supposedly you're looking at changing, you're looking at, let's say, having your company logo, you're able to click here and you're able to put your company logo based on whatever it is that you have, and you're able to just upload the file. Very simple, easy. Now, if I go to the company website, and there you go, you see your James Shoe Shop has been created. Right now, it is 10:29. We started at 10:18 and 10:29. In 10 minutes, we have actually created a website. So you can see literally in 10 minutes, we have created a website in comparison to a traditional method of creating your website by using the long method, spending a lot of money. What have we spent? We have only spent 199 shillings. And in 10 minutes, we have actually created our online presence. Now, I will give you one of these examples. So I can see a lot of people have already gone, and you can see how clean it is. All right, you can see how neatly it is. Now, I'll tell you, like I said, there's this Gen Shoe Shop. You can literally share your website on WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter. Now, this is one of the most important things these days is a lot of people use those brochures and pictures that they send on WhatsApp. All right. Now, one of the key things is that those are the traditional methods of having catalogs, of having your brochures. The new way of digitization is ensuring that you are able to send updated information to your clients. Now, one of the best things about this this particular of the Educa solution is that you can be able to add, remove, delete products as and when you want based on the new requirement. Because every now and then we all know that sometimes we have new products coming in, we have new consignments, we have new shippings. But how do you update your website? For those of you who have your own website, you do realize that it can actually be quite a challenge to upload things on your own website. Here, if I want to upload things on my website, I simply go to the dashboard. I have seen my products. You see, it show me that I've got 3 registered products. All right. And I've got 3 registered products, and there it is. It shows you everything. Okay. Now here, what happens is, supposedly I've gone to my products, and I want to now, supposedly it has listed my product itself. I want to change, edit, or delete. You can see already that it shows that number of people who have already gone to have already looked at this golden high heels is 3. James office shoes leather is actually one person has visited. Today, if I want to now edit product details, I can come here and I can edit whatever product details. I can install even several images for one particular product. I can do whatever it is that I want. All right, and I can actually offload it, unload it. It's so simple and easy to be able to offload. I can be able to delete the product, and can be able to view the product as a buyer. So when you now start interacting and you're able to, clients can be able to, they don't have to store your number, they don't have to know your number, they don't have to search for your number. They're able to directly connect to you via WhatsApp, via email, and via the entire web page. So now I'll go back to the home page. For instance, one of the other key features that we have on educa.com is something known as request for quotations. Now, this is where you get a lot of market research. Now, as and when educa.com keeps on updating its websites, it keeps on updating. So just like the way we've seen how Alibaba has really benefited those merchants across China in terms of being able to have global visibility, this is what Educa is now doing to be able to give a solution to our Kenyan businesses and to be able to offer them great visibility to not only African markets, but even to global markets, even to global markets. Like I said, right now in the month of February itself, we have over 147,000 people who have visited the website in Educa. Now, those are the potential clients. If you have your website up and running well, you would see how effectively your business starts growing and the visibility starts growing. So one of the key products that I had, let's say one of the key products that I had registered was James K shoes, for instance. So the moment, let's say if I'm looking for a specific brand, most particularly, and I don't have the time to go from shop to shop to shop to shop to be able to search for that particular shoe that I'm looking for. The moment I just come here, James K shoes, okay, and I search, and automatically it will bring out who exactly within the country is selling James K. You can see James K office shoes leather. Okay, the name is James Shoe Shop. It's based in Nairobi. The price is 3,000 shillings, and there you go. Let's say today, if I'm looking at, let's say if I'm looking at tools. Let's say if I'm looking at tools, for instance, and I search those tools, it'll give me everything and everyone who sells tools, and you're able to see this. Now, even if you look at this particular web page, you can see how neat and clean. This is a company called Tool Shack. You can see how neat and clean his things are. Now, imagine if you were to go and visit this, if I was to purchase anything to do with tools, and if I was to go and visit Tool Shack, when would I be able to know exactly, how would I ever know that this company ever existed? But now through Educa, thanks to Educa, we know that this company existed. So this is what it is. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is I'm hoping that we have been able to demonstrate as to how you can be able to connect to the African businesses. You can be able to connect and grow your businesses to tap into the African markets.